Hello, beautiful friends. Okay, want to keep this short and sweet. I just want to explain to you what it is that I am doing because success leaves clues, right? And this is my, I don't know, June was my 24 months of hitting Success Club 24 months in a row. So whatever that is, right? Like, so July, August, September, October, November, December, I've already hit January. So 32 months in Success Club, right? I think is that right? That makes me feel really cool. So 32 months that I've hit Success Club consecutively. Okay. So that means what I'm doing is working. And sometimes I feel like I share what I do, but maybe I'm not that effective at doing it. So I want to show you what I'm doing so that you know 100% without any question, without any fear, without any doubt, right? Okay, so the very first thing I want to talk about is this. Hopefully this is not a surprising thing to anyone. Yes. This is my Bible of my business, period, end of story. Okay. This is still my one from last year. I didn't finish it last year. And so I haven't printed a new one. And I'm just going to finish it out. And then as soon as I finish it out, I'll print it out. And it won't be a full year, but you know what? I don't care. So it's every single Thursday. Like, it is a part of my miracle morning every single Thursday to go through it again. I write down the weeks. I write down my why. I write down my target market. I write down how many followers I have. I write down how many challengers I have. I write down how many coaches I have. I write down my Success Club points for the week, my Success Club points for the month. I am accountable every single Thursday. And it doesn't have it right there. It's just like one box at the bottom, but I do like a T with a colon and then a W with a colon so that I can write down what I have on Thursday morning when I write it down. And then I write down on Wednesday night what I've got. And if I forget Wednesday night, then just the next Thursday morning when I'm doing it, I go back to the previous week, fill it out with how my week changed. And this is my book of proof. If I want to figure out why I'm having a slow month, I go back to 3 months ago and I look at how many boxes I actually checked 3 months ago. And then I'm like, oh, that's why I don't have anybody who wants to join me right now, because I sucked at doing my stuff 3 months ago. Because the seeds you're planting today, it's like the law of the harvest. It is applicable to every area of your life that matters. When you're working on your health and fitness, you eat healthy today, you work out today. Unfortunately, you don't fit into that pair of pants today. You have to work hard to fit into that pair of pants. And 3 months down the road, you'll reap the benefits of your hard work for the last 3 months, right? With your kids, if you spend 15 minutes with them every day for 3 months, your relationship's going to be a whole lot different in 3 months, right? With your spouse, with your job, with anything you decide, the seed that you plant today will harvest in about 3 months. And that is the exact same with your business. So if you want your April to look amazing, you need to plant the seed today. Yes. So that's my Thursdays. That's how I start my Thursdays. And I always write down why I am here, why I am doing this, so that I can remind myself on the days that I don't feel like showing up. Right. And I think that's really key and super important. If you don't have one of these, you can go to your back office. So literally just go to coach.teambeachbody.com, log in with your normal password and all the things that you use to access your Beachbody workouts. And then from there, you go to training on the top, and then go to Success Club Systems. And then it's like the first thing. It says Success Club Systems Tracker. Print it out. You can do this book yourself. You can take it to a copy place. There's 2 sheets on that Success Club Systems Tracker. One is this, which I love to have this side too, to like, okay, these are people that are interested and I need to write their name down. And I have other systems that I'm that I'll talk about in a second. So I don't always use this paper, but I love to have it just in case I need it. So I printed out those 2 pages from my back office, took it to a copy center place, said, can you please copy this 52 times and make it spiral bound for me? And it was like $8 to have it copied and spiral bound. Okay. So best $8 that you'll ever invest in your business ever. Cool. Okay. From there, I just try to check the boxes. So hopefully these boxes are very self-explanatory. I work out, I drink my Shakeology. Okay. Hopefully that's not like mind blowing, right? So getting people results. When I cross the box that says contribute to my challenge group when I log my Shakeology and my workout. I check the box that says recognize achievement when I go through the feed and comment or like every post that other people have posted. I check the box that says respond to questions from customers and coaches when I go to the threads that we're in and I'm 100% caught up. Okay. So I know for you, maybe you're like, well, I can't get people results because I don't have anyone to recognize, or I can't get people results because I can't respond to questions from my customers and coaches because I don't have any questions from my customers and coaches. You can be plugged in to the community that we have, whether they're your challengers or your coaches or not, it doesn't matter. But getting into that habit of plugging into the community always. Yes. Okay, that's box 1, box 3, and then box 4. It says engage in personal or professional development for at least 15 minutes. That is a very easy box to check. Okay, Audible, if you're watching this, you have access to my Audible library. If you don't know my login and password, please ask. You have access to all the books that I have. And if you ever want a new one, just say, hey, yo, like, can you get this book? Because I really want to read it. And I think others on our team would benefit from it too. And I will get it and add it to our library. Cool. Okay. The bulk of the time that I want to spend today is on this number 2. And because this is what is constantly changing. Yes. Not constantly, but social media is changing all the time. So there's like things that I find that work better, things that I learned from Micah or Ashley or whoever that I want to make sure I'm passing on to you. Okay. So connect, invite, and follow up. Where it says initiate connections and add followers, this is what I do. Okay. And I'll just do it right now to show you how very fast it is. So I go to Instagram and I go to my explore page. If you don't know what that means, it's just the little magnifying glass right here. Okay. Go to that magnifying glass. I literally just scroll that explore page and it has just like posts that are things that I typically would like. Right now, because of the season of life I'm in, it's a lot of pregnant people with a lot of cute little babies, right? That's a lot of what my life looks like right now. So I will just go, honestly, I'll look through my explore page. I'll just pick one that I'm like, oh, that's really eye-catching and super cute. So, okay, I'm going to click it. And like, that's literally it. So I picked this one because that's a super cute picture and it caught my eye. So, and then I go to the people who liked it because they're obviously present on social media because this was posted 5 days ago. And I go to the people who liked it. It was 14,000 something people. So that gives me lots of choice. And I literally just scroll through the people who liked the post and I say, follow, 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 follow. And I literally just judge totally based on their profile picture. I personally will not add anyone. I don't need to do it at the same time. Otherwise, I'm not going to be super focused on you. But I judge them personally on their profile picture. If it's a picture of them, if it's a picture of them with their spouse, if it's a picture of them with their kids, awesome. If it's a picture of a plant, or if it's got like a Snapchat filter, or if it's a picture of their dog or their child, I'm not going to add them because if they don't even have this confidence enough to post their own picture of a non-filtered version of them on their own social media account, they're not going to have the confidence to join me anytime soon in my challenge groups, right? And that's just my personal belief, right? So you can judge your book by however you want to. And maybe you want to reach out to those people who have filters and dogs and plants because you're like, hey, yo, you need more confidence and I want to help you. There was a season of life that was what I was doing too, that I'm like, no, I want to add people who don't have their own profile picture because they need my help. So sometimes it changes. Okay. And I literally just click follow, 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 and count to 50. And this is on Instagram. Okay. So then when I'm done doing that, I will go back through all the 50 people, and some of them it says following and some of it says requested. If it says I'm already following them, I will go to their page and I will just make sure that they're actually someone I want to follow. Sometimes like I'm following them and I go to their page and I'm like, ooh, never mind. You're a creepo, you post weird stuff, you don't speak English, like whatever the thing might be. Or I'm like, oh, okay, this is actually just like a post all about like, or a profile all about like photography and nature stuff. Like it's not your personal profile. Never mind. I don't want to follow you, whatever. Okay. So if I'm actually following them and it doesn't say requested, then I go to their profile. If I decide, okay, yes, I actually really do like you, then I will click on one of their pictures and I will add them to a collection. Okay, so let me just show you. So this is one of the people I'm following. Okay, yeah, you look cute, you're pregnant, whatever, you look nice, you look normal. I'll click on one of her posts. There's this little tag thing. I want to make sure you can see it. There's this little like bookmark thing right there. Okay, I click that bookmark and then it says save to collection on the picture, like it pops up. If it disappears too fast, I just unclick it and re-click it again. And then I click save to collection and it comes up with the collections that I have. If I don't already have one, I just push the plus arrow and add a new collection. But if I already have one, which I do right now because it's the middle of January, I will add her to February challengers because she looks cute. She looks normal. She's someone I want to build a relationship with. She doesn't look like she's like super present on social media. She doesn't look like she wants to be like a influencer necessarily. She's kind of more like mom, wife life. So I'm just going to add her to my February challengers collection. If I find someone that I'm now following that I'm like, ooh, like you look like you want to be an influencer. You already talk a lot about health and nutrition. You already look like you enjoy exercise. You already post all the time. You have stories, whatever. Those are people that I will add to a February coaches collection. And then I send them a message in February after I've spent a whole month building a relationship with them. And I say like, girl, I love your vibe. I have loved getting to know you. Have you ever considered coaching? Because I love the message that you're putting out there in the world. And I seriously think like adding coaching to it would just be so normal and natural because you already have a love for health and fitness. Okay, that's not like word for word, obviously, but that's basically the gist of what I say to coaches. To challengers, I say like, oh my gosh, it has been so fun getting to know you the last little bit. I'm actually running like a health and fitness boot camp that starts on blah, 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 blah. And I would love to have you in there. Your vibe is so positive. You're so awesome. Can I tell you more about it? Right. And sometimes they say yes. And I like send them more info about what a challenge group looks like. And if they say yes, they want more info, I always ask the question first and foremost. Jordan, I see your questions. I will address them at the end, I promise. Sorry, this is why I wanted to address them at the end because my brain is like so pregnancy brain right now. It'll come back to me. If they say they want more info, I send them, I have a script saved in my messages on Instagram. And maybe you don't know that you can do that. You can do that. Let me show you how. So when you're in your messages, okay, let's just go to a message. If you push the plus sign, I don't know if you can see my messages. Okay. If you push that plus sign right there, it like comes out. There's one that has a dot, dot, dot. If you click the dot, 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 it has quick replies, and you can just save quick replies on Instagram. And I have one that says info. So anytime they're like, yeah, I would love more info, then I just send them this script. It says, fabulous. I could totally talk your ear off because I love all things health, fitness, nutrition, and mindset. So dot, 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 where do you want to focus? And then I can hear right away, okay, they said they wanted more info, but I need to know what they struggle with, because I don't want to just like talk their ear off and send them this huge long script about all the things, because sometimes they don't care about the nutrition side. Sometimes they don't care about the supplement side. Sometimes they don't care about the workout side. Sometimes they don't care about the mindset side. Like, I need to know where you struggle so that I can tell you about the part that would be pertinent and helpful to you, right? So then that opens the door. And so one, I can figure out what it is that they really need. And two, I can put in a little plug that I offer all of these facets, and I'm not just someone who works out at home. Like, I do know something about nutrition, and I do know something about supplements, and I do know something about mindset, I think is the one I didn't say, right? Oh crap. I just said that. Sorry. My bad. Oops. I just said that to someone random. Oh well. Okay. And so I just said, like, sorry, that was a mistake with an emoji and whatever. That's fine. Things happen. Okay. So back to like, okay, that person that I follow. I just add them to that collection that's either the next month's coaches or the next month's challenger, depending on their vibe and depending on what I think they would enjoy. And then for the next month, I just, when I'm like bored and wanting to scroll social media, I go to my collection and I scroll my collection. And like, legit, social media is not a waste of time for me anymore. Like, it's always, if I'm on social media, I'm working my business. And am I building relationships with people and making friends? Yes, but there's a reason and a purpose behind it. If they never become my challenger, I don't care. I've just made a friend, right? So it's not just business related, but it is, everything that I'm doing has a purpose. And so I don't have to feel guilty about being on social media, because I'm building relationships with people that I actually want to be friends with, that I can potentially change their life in the future. Yes. So I watch their stories. I comment on their posts. And that's like literally it. But just so you know, when you do have your collection, so to go back and find your collection, you go to your own page, you click on the 3 dots at the top. That's not dots, it's lines. And then you go to saved. Okay. Then from saved, you can see all your collections. So then when I'm wanting to like scroll social media, build relationships, I go to February challengers, and then I can see all my February challengers. But this is one person that I have bookmarked. It's not like it's just the picture I bookmarked. So if I actually want to go to their profile, I have to click the picture, click the name, and then I can see her new stuff. And then I build a relationship from there. And then I just click the back arrow. Okay, I built the relationship with her. Now I'm going to go to my next person. Click her picture, click her name, see her whole profile. Okay, now I'm going to watch her stories. I'm going to see her latest post, whatever. Like, I'm going to build a relationship with her. Okay, now I'm going to click the back arrow, click the back arrow. Okay, next person. Okay, now let's click her name. Let's scroll her feed. She doesn't have any stories today, but I'm going to comment on her last post because I haven't seen that one yet, right? And I'm just leaving little drops of awesome in their life and their day. And I never go to their profile without leaving a drop of awesome, unless they have nothing new. If they haven't posted any stories, they haven't posted anything in their feed, I'm not going to comment on the same picture again. That's weird. But if they have something new, I'm going to leave a drop of awesome on their profile. I'm going to comment on their stories. I'm going to comment on their post. I'm not just going to be a ghost watcher weirdo. right? I'm not going to be a stalker. I'm going to actually engage with this person. And I'm actually going to comment or actually going to reply to their stories, right? Okay. So that is how I initiate connections and add followers. And hopefully that all makes sense. That is also how, that's how I do it on Instagram. If you're wanting to do it on Facebook, I do a very, I'm almost maxed out on my friends on Facebook. So I'm not really doing it on Facebook anymore. But when I would do something very similar. Like I would just go to like groups that I was a part of people who have similar interests to me. Like, okay, when I was practicing hypnobirthing, for my first and second, I would go to hypnobirthing pages. I would see what type of people on there, like that I wanted to actually be friends with. I would send them a friend request. If they accepted, we would engage, and I would just go to their page and comment on their stuff every once in a while, like whatever. I just would keep track more of, the people that I added. And there's no way to do like the collections thing on Facebook. So I would just have to like keep a notebook or a Google Drive of like people that I added that accepted. And now I need to like build that relationship with them. Cool. If you have questions about Facebook specifically, let me know, but I'm like mostly on Instagram. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. Do a social media post that showcases the benefits of your healthy lifestyle or has a call to action. Hopefully that's self-explanatory, right? So you're doing a post every single day that showcases the benefits of your healthy lifestyle or has a call to action. I check that box if I post. And I am very intentional every week about like, and I just have a note in my phone about like, okay, I want to do a nutrition post. I want to do a supplement post. I want to do a coaching post. I want to do a workout post, and I want to do other posts that have nothing to do with any of those things. Right. Like, and that's basically what I do. So I post like 7 times a week, and like, I'm going to post about Beachbody every other day-ish, but it's never like workout. It's something different, whether it's mindset or it's the workouts or it's the nutrition or it's a supplement that I'm highlighting or it's the coaching opportunity or whatever. I'm going to like 3 to 4 times a week, I'm going to post something Beachbody related, but again, making sure it adds value. It's either inspirational, educational, it's something I want to remember, or it's humorous, right? It's not just like a stupid post, right? And then at least 3 to 4 times in the week, I'm posting about other things, because I'm not just a Beachbody coach. I am still Bryn. I still have other likes and interests and hobbies and all those things. Yes. So I just check that box as long as I did a post that day. It doesn't always have to be something that shows the benefits of my healthy lifestyle or has a call to action, right? Okay, then the Insta stories I just do throughout the day. So daily life, I just make sure that I have at least 2 posts about something in my daily life. Workout clips, I use Triller. That app is awesome, super easy to use, and it makes it very entertaining. Excuse me, very entertaining. If you don't know about Triller, you can reach out. I can tell you more. Product use, I always try to highlight something new and different so that it's not like Shakeology every day. And I always try to make sure it's like not just a picture of me with my whatever it is. Like one day, yes, maybe I'll do a boomerang of me plopping my Energize into my cup. And the next day I will talk about a beach bar and how freaking awesome it is to have on the go when I'm at the park with my kids. But I'll do a video of it. And so like I always try to like highlight a different product for one, and I always try to do it differently. Sometimes it's a picture, sometimes it's a boomerang, sometimes it's a video actually talking about it and why I like it. Yes. Healthy meal or meal prep. Snap a picture of your food. Show people that we eat real food and we don't just drink Shakeology all day, every day. And you can do a video about like what food you're making. You can share the entire recipe for it. You can just take a picture of your dinner. You can like you can share, if you meal plan like me, you can show like the whole week and what you've had planned. You can talk about how you made your lunches, whatever, like it's whatever you want to do as far as healthy meal or meal prep goes. And then invitation or promote group or a poll or a call to action. I really try to do that every single day. And the days that when I am doing that specific one every single day are the months that I have huge success with helping other people, because they are reminded every single day that they can join me. Yes. And again, I always try to do something different. Sometimes I use the app Unfold to create cute graphics and do it that way. Sometimes I just talk on video. Sometimes I take like one picture of my like sign up list group and say like, hey, I still have 10 spots, join me. White, right? But just letting people know all the time that I would love to help them. Okay. And then the last one is recognition or shout out. And that can be one of your challengers. That can be one of your, one of the coaches on our team. That can be someone who's random, not even your person at all. That can be like some person that you follow on social media who's also a Beachbody person that you saw their results, whatever, and you're like super inspired by them. You're just shouting out someone. It's basically a testimonial proving that Beachbody works and that people get results from working out at home, and from following our nutrition programs. Cool. So that's all those. Then responding to new likes, comments, or views, that I check that box when I go through all my comments on Facebook and Instagram and just make sure I've replied to everybody who commented. Okay. That's all I do for that one. Invite at least 5 people to join a challenge group or learn about coaching. So that collection that I have, I don't do this part every single day. I just do it at the beginning of the month. I do like a big invite blitz at the beginning of the month. As soon as I'm done inviting everyone in the collection, then I'm done inviting for the month. And then I just focus on building relationships for the next month. And so I just like, okay, February is around the corner. As soon as February hits, that first week of February, I will send an invite to every single person in my February challengers collection. And it's the invite that I kind of mentioned earlier. As soon as all those are sent, then the next week I will, or if there's not that many people the next few days or whatever, when I'm done, then I send the coach invite. As soon as I do challengers first for a reason, because the challenge group always starts like the first Monday. And I want them to be able to join it if they want to. And then I send the coach one because coaches can really join at any time. And if they want more info, we typically have a sneak peek going relatively soon that they can join and learn more about it, right? So then I send the coach one that I mentioned earlier, and my invites are done. And so I check that box when I send invites, and I check that box if I don't need to send invites because I already did it, right? Okay. And then following up with people you've invited. I have a collection on Instagram, same process. As soon as someone says they're interested or they want more info, I immediately add them to my follow-up collection. And every single month, I am building relationships again, like those people that when I'm wanting to scroll social media, I will either go to the next month's coaches or challengers collection, or I will go to my follow-up collection and build relationships with those people. Because I never want it to be like, I sent an invite, I sent a follow-up, I sent a follow-up, and they didn't respond, and they didn't respond, and they didn't respond. If they don't respond for 100 messages in a row, but it's like, okay, 1 was a follow-up and 3 were me commenting on their stories. And then 1 was a follow-up. And then 2 were me commenting on their stories. And then 1 was a follow-up. Like, that's very different than me sending 100 follow-ups right in a row and not even, I want to show them that I care about them whether or not they're ready to join me. And I don't just show up in their inbox when it's time to do a new group, right? Because that's gross. That's icky. That's spammy. That's salesy, right? So building relationships, but they do get added to that follow-up collection as soon as they ask for more info. Even if they say no, like not now, money's tight, I don't have time, life is busy, whatever, they remain in my follow-up collection unless they come to me and say like, please stop asking, like I'm not interested. Then okay, I'll remove you. I don't want to keep inviting you. I don't want to be weird. I don't want to be gross. Like I'm sorry. Like I will stop messaging you type thing. So that is how I follow up with people. And that is, I focus on those invites first, the challenger invites, and then the coach invites. And then I send follow-ups for the rest of the month. Or I focus on building the relationship in that collection, right? And that's how I check that box. But the follow-up just says something like, hey, beautiful lady, like I know in the past you were interested in letting me help you as you accomplish your health, fitness, nutrition, and mindset goals, but the timing wasn't right. Is now a better time for me to help you? If not, no worries. I love you. I believe in you. And I'm here for you whenever you decide you're ready. Like that's it. And then the next month, it's probably going to say the exact same thing, and that's okay. Because there's going to be a couple messages in between that are me engaging with them somehow, right? Okay, and that's it. That's everything in box 2. Cool. So I will check the chat now, just because I know Jordan asked a couple questions. Jordan said, maybe a silly question. How do you find the people you choose to follow? Friends of friends or hashtags? So I did address that, Jordan. So if that didn't make sense, please let me know. But yeah, the people I choose to follow, I just go to my explore page, click on a picture that I like, that catches my eye, click on the people who liked it, and follow until I get to 50. That's all. Okay. And then she also said, how do you build relationships with strangers? I struggle with this so much. Okay. So I did address that as well. I just add them to my collection. I make sure there's someone that I actually really do want to be a friend with. And then I just comment on their posts and, comment on their stories and stuff. Like Jordan, I was a stranger for 2 years, right? Like, but you found me and you built a relationship with me. And so you probably have some sort of limiting belief or block in there, right? Because I was totally a stranger to you and you built a relationship with me. So it's totally doable. And they're only strangers until you get to know them. And then like, I totally have social media buddies that like I have never met in real life. And they're like some of my best friends. Like, and we talk all the time, and I like desperately want to meet them because we just talk all the time and I look forward to their posts. And I mean, if you think about the people that you actually really do know in real life, like even they are strangers now too, because there's so many people that I went to high school with that, yeah, I knew them 10 years ago, but I haven't seen them in 10 years. Like their life is totally different, as is mine. Like they don't know everything about my life. Yeah, maybe they knew me 10 years ago, but I have changed a lot. A lot of things in my life have changed, right? So like literally everyone on social media is a stranger to some extent, right? So you build relationships with strangers the same way you build a relationship with a friend. You just learn about their life and you pay attention to their life and you show interest in who they are. Jordan says, you just simplified this so much. I have overcomplicated this whole process this whole time. Laugh out loud. We all do. We really all do. And it's all in our heads. Like, and we all have limiting beliefs when it comes to some part of this. But really what you're doing as a coach is you are bettering your life and you are being a human being that is interested in other people. You are trying to add value to other people's lives through your posts. And then you're trying to be kind. You're trying to be a kind human and build relationships with other people. You're never trying to be gross or spammy or icky or salesy. Yes, are you sending an invite every once in a while after you've built a relationship with them? Yes, but one time I am sending a relationship to these people that I have sent like that I've been building a relationship with for a month, I send them one invite, one time. If they say no, okay, great. If they say they want more info, okay, I will continue building a relationship with you. I will continue to follow up with you because you are interested. But if you say no, great. I sent you one invite. You didn't die. I didn't die. It's all good. Right? Like, and then we're moving on. But I don't send them that invite until I've spent a month getting to know them and making sure they're actually someone that I really would want to work out with. Right? Because I have had people on my team in the past that I'm like, how did I attract you? You are the Debbieist downer of Debbie Downers, and you are an energy vampire. And I know you have a special place in heaven because everyone does, but I don't want to be surrounded by your energy because you're so negative. And so this system helps me avoid that because, and I legit like will remove people from my collection or my follow-up that just aren't my people. They're not my vibe. And you can tell from the way people post, the way people talk in their posts, the way people talk in their stories, like you can tell. And when you stalk them for a month on social media before you ever even send an invite, it makes it so much easier and better, right? And I am not some sort of genius in figuring out how to do this. Like this all comes from Micah. And this is just how I do it. So I wanted to share how I do it with you. So, okay, I'm going to peace out because I want to keep this short for the people who are watching the recording. Haley, Jordan, do you have any other questions? Things I can address, things that you're afraid of? Yeah, I can't see either of you. Turn on your video. I could see Haley for a long time. Hello. Any other questions, Jordan?
No, I mean, honestly, like, you have answered all my questions. Like, I don't know, I was making it way harder than it should have ever been, to be honest with you, like, this whole time that I've been with you.
Okay.
Like,
Good.
insanely difficult in my mind, and then you just kind of streamlined the whole process for me, so yay.
Good. Okay, I'm glad that was helpful. Sweet.
Definitely.
Okay. Okay, Haley, any questions? I especially want to hear if you have any. I don't know if you can't talk right now because you turned off your video, but especially where you're new, did all of that make sense? Was any of that like Spanish? I don't know if you can. Haley. Okay, I don't know if she can say anything, but okay. Well, hopefully that was helpful. I will share the recording of this in our Powerful Beyond Measure thread and on our Powerful Beyond Measure page, so that if you like want to go back and re-listen to something, you totally can. So let me know if you have any questions. I love you guys. See ya.